You have spent years trying to arrange the furniture of your life. You believe that if you can just get the pieces in the right order, you will finally feel at peace. You tell yourself that once you get that promotion, the anxiety will stop. Once you find the perfect partner, the loneliness will vanish. Once you have a certain number in your bank account, you will finally feel safe. You work hard. You sacrifice your sleep and your health. You move the pieces. You achieve the goals. And for a moment, the picture looks perfect. But then, the wind blows. The mood changes. The economy shifts. Someone says something unkind. And suddenly, the piece you worked so hard to build shatters into 1,000 pieces. You feel a desperate need to fix it. You scramble to regain control. You try to explain yourself. You try to earn more. You try to force the world back into the shape that made you feel secure. It is an exhausting, endless cycle. You are running on a treadmill, convinced that if you just run faster, you will reach the horizon. But you never do. You are tired, not because you aren't trying hard enough, but because you are trying to solve the wrong problem. You are trying to fix the reflection instead of the source. There is a beautiful and ancient fable, often told in the Zen monasteries of the East, that explains this tragic confusion. It is the story of the monkey and the moon. Imagine a deep, quiet forest at night. In the center of the forest lies a pool of water. It is perfectly still, like a mirror made of black glass. High above, the full moon hangs in the dark sky, bright and luminous. A monkey comes to the edge of the pool. He is thirsty. As he leans down to drink, he sees the moon floating on the surface of the water. It is the most beautiful thing he has ever seen. It is glowing, perfect and round. The monkey is filled with a sudden, intense desire. He wants to possess this beautiful object. He wants to hold it in his hands. He reaches down. His hairy hand breaks the surface of the water. But the moment his fingers touch the light, the moon shatters. It breaks into 100 dancing fragments of silver light. The monkey is terrified. He thinks he has broken the moon. He pulls his hand back, and slowly the water settles. The ripples fade. The moon reassembles itself, becoming whole again. Relieved, the monkey tries again. He moves slower this time, trying to slide his hands underneath the moon to catch it. But the result is the same. Splash! The water ripples. The moon dissolves into chaos. The monkey becomes frantic. He begins to splash the water, trying to force the pieces back together. He tries to smooth the surface with his palms, frantically pushing the waves down. But the more he touches the water, the more chaotic the reflection becomes. He is crying now, exhausted, wet, and miserable, fighting a battle he physically cannot win. He believes he is losing the most precious thing in the world, and he is powerless to save it. A wise old crane, standing on one leg in the shallows nearby, watches this struggle. Finally, the crane speaks. "Why are you weeping, little one?" The monkey points to the shimmering, broken light on the water. "I have broken the moon," he sobs, "and I cannot fix it. Every time I try to put it back together, it falls apart." The crane stretches its long neck and points its beak toward the sky. "Look up," the bird says. "You have not broken the moon. You have only disturbed the water. The moon is in the sky, untouched, whole, and safe. You are fighting a ghost. The monkey looks up, and there it is, the real moon, high above the trees. It has no cracks, it has no ripples, it is completely unaffected by the splashing of the water below. The monkey realizes he has spent his entire night fighting a reflection, while the reality remained perfect all along. This story is a mirror for your own life. We are almost always the monkey. The water is the external world, your reputation, your job performance, the opinions of others, the political climate, the stock market. The moon is your sense of worth, your happiness, your peace, and your identity. We make the fatal mistake of thinking that our peace lives in the water. We think our worth is located in how people react to us. We think our safety is located in our bank balance. And so, when the water ripples, when someone criticizes us, when we lose money, when a plan fails, we feel like our very self is shattering. We panic. We react just like the monkey. We try to fix the water. Think about how this plays out in the modern world. You post something online. You are looking for validation, that feeling of being seen and appreciated, the moon. But the comments are mixed, or no one likes it. The water ripples. You feel a crack in your self-esteem. So you try to fix it. You delete the post. You post something else. You argue with the strangers in the comments. You are splashing the water, trying to force the reflection to look perfect again. But the more you fight, the more disturbed you feel. Or consider a relationship. You want to feel loved and secure, but your partner is in a bad mood. They are distant. The reflection in the water is distorted. You panic. You ask, "What's wrong? Did I do something? Tell me you love me." You try to smooth the water with your hands, but your anxiety only creates more waves, making the other person pull away further. You are trying to grab the moon, but you are only getting wet. The illusion of control is the belief that if we manipulate the reflection enough, we can change the source. But it never works that way. You cannot comb your hair by brushing the mirror. You have to brush your own hair. The exhaustion you feel comes from this constant management of the reflection. It takes an immense amount of energy to try to control how the world perceives you. It takes an immense amount of energy to try to ensure that nothing ever goes wrong in your external circumstances. You are standing by the pool, vigilance high, ready to slap down the slightest ripple. No wonder you are tired. So, how do we stop? How do we learn the lesson of the crane? The first step is to recognize the water for what it is. The next time you feel that surge of panic, that feeling that everything is going wrong, pause. Ask yourself, am I looking at the moon or am I looking at the reflection? If your distress is coming from something outside of your control, someone else's mood, a rejection letter, a traffic jam, you are looking at the water. Acknowledge that. Say to yourself, this is just a ripple. It is not me. The second step is to stop touching the water. This is the hardest part. When the water is disturbed, our instinct is to do something, to fix it, to explain, to fight. But as the monkey learned, you cannot smooth water with your hands. You can only smooth water by leaving it alone. This is the ancient concept of Wu Wei, non-interference. When things go wrong, sometimes the most powerful move is to do nothing. Let the email sit for an hour before you reply. Let the awkward silence exist without filling it. Let the criticism stand without defending yourself. If you stop splashing, the water will eventually settle on its own. It always does. The third and most important step is to look up. You must locate the source of your moon. The real moon is your internal character. It is your values. It is your capacity to observe, to breathe, and to exist. If your sense of worth comes from your integrity, then it doesn't matter if someone insults you. The insult is a ripple in the water. Your integrity is the moon in the sky. The ripple cannot touch the moon. The moon is miles above it. When you realize that your true self is the observer, not the reflection, you become invincible. Not because you are tough, but because you are unreachable. You can watch the drama of your life unfold, the highs, the lows, the victories, the losses, with a sense of calm detachment. You can appreciate the beauty of the reflection without needing to grab it. You can admire the career success when it comes, seeing it as a lovely moon on the water. But when the economy turns and that success fades or distorts, you do not shatter. You simply look up. You remember who you are. It is night in the forest of your life. The water is dark and deep. There will always be wind. There will always be ripples. You can spend the rest of your days on your knees, wet and shivering, trying to hold a picture together. Or you can stand up. You can let the water be water. You can let the image dance and break and form again. It does not belong to you. It never did. Look up. The source is steady. The light is yours. And it has never been broken.